As Buddha once said, "Happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think." Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges? Today, we're going to explore some wisdom from Buddhism that can help us navigate tough times. Don't worry, these tips aren't just for Buddhists. They're for anyone struggling with emotions and life's ups and downs. Join us as we delve into 15 simple ideas inspired by Buddhism. These aren't complicated rules, but ways to enhance life and find more happiness. Whether you're feeling stressed, lost, or just seeking a bit of peace, these ancient teachings offer something for everyone. Let's discover how these timeless principles can bring more calm and joy into our lives, one step at a time. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is a profound concept in Buddhism, deeply rooted in the understanding of interconnectedness and the nature of suffering. In Buddhist philosophy, forgiveness is not merely an act of letting go of past grievances. It is a transformative practice that leads to inner freedom and liberation from the cycle of suffering. Forgiveness in Buddhism is grounded in recognizing the universal truth of impermanence and understanding that clinging to past hurts only perpetuates suffering. The Buddha emphasized the importance of forgiveness, stating, "Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned." To forgive in the Buddhist sense is to release oneself from the burden of resentment and anger. It does not necessarily mean condoning or forgetting the actions of others, but rather choosing to let go of the emotional attachment to past hurts. One powerful practice for cultivating forgiveness in Buddhism is forgiveness meditation, also known as metta or loving kindness meditation. In this practice, individuals extend feelings of compassion, kindness, and forgiveness towards themselves and others, including those who may have caused harm. Through repetition and intention, this practice helps soften the heart and dissolve barriers erected by anger and resentment. Moreover, forgiveness in Buddhism is closely linked to the concept of karma, the law of cause and effect. Understanding karma involves recognizing that every action, whether positive or negative, carries consequences, and holding on to resentment only perpetuates negative karma. By forgiving others, individuals can break the cycle of negative karma and create conditions for greater peace and happiness in their lives. It's important to note that forgiveness in Buddhism is not always easy, especially in cases of deep betrayal or trauma. It is a process that requires patience, compassion, and self-reflection. Through persistent practice and a compassionate mindset, forgiveness can be achieved, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Sometimes forgiveness may not happen all at once, but unfolds gradually over time as individuals cultivate greater understanding and compassion for themselves and others. Ultimately, practicing forgiveness in Buddhism is a profound act of self-liberation. By letting go of resentment and embracing forgiveness, individuals free themselves from the shackles of the past and open their hearts to greater love, compassion, and joy. As the Buddha said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." Through the practice of forgiveness, individuals can break free from the cycle of suffering and cultivate a life filled with peace and harmony. Live with intention. In Buddhism, living with intention means consciously directing our thoughts, words, and actions towards what truly matters to us, guided by our values and aspirations. It's about aligning our daily choices with our deeper purpose and vision for our lives, rather than drifting aimlessly or being driven solely by external circumstances. At the heart of living with intention is the recognition of impermanence and the preciousness of life. Buddhists believe that life is fleeting and uncertain, making it essential to make the most of each moment by living with purpose and mindfulness. A key aspect of living with intention is clarifying our values and priorities. This involves reflecting on what truly matters to us, what brings us fulfillment and meaning, and what we aspire to achieve in our lives. By gaining clarity about our values, we can make decisions that align with our deepest aspirations, leading to a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose. Living with intention also involves setting goals and intentions that are in harmony with our values. Instead of merely reacting to circumstances, another essential aspect of living with intention is practicing mindfulness in our daily activities. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, we can become more attuned to our intentions and make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. Living with intention also requires taking responsibility for our choices and actions. Instead of blaming external circumstances or others for our situations, we take ownership of our lives and empower ourselves to create positive change. This involves cultivating a mindset of accountability and resilience, recognizing that we have the power to shape our destinies through our intentions and actions. Moreover, living with intention involves cultivating gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. Instead of constantly striving for future goals or dwelling on past regrets, we embrace the here and now, finding joy and contentment in the present. By doing so, we enhance our overall well-being and create a more fulfilling and harmonious life. We learn to fully embrace and savor the richness of each moment, recognizing the beauty and blessings that surround us. Living with intention in Buddhism is about living consciously, purposefully, and authentically. It's about aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with our deepest values and aspirations, and embracing each moment with mindfulness and gratitude. By living with intention, we can create a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and in harmony with our true selves. Cultivate generosity. Generosity is a fundamental virtue in Buddhism, rooted in the principle of compassion and interconnectedness. It is the practice of giving freely and selflessly without expecting anything in return, and it is considered a powerful means of cultivating positive qualities such as kindness, compassion, and joy. Generosity in Buddhism is not limited to material giving, but encompasses all forms of giving, including giving of one's time, attention, skills, and even forgiveness and understanding. It is a way of opening the heart and connecting with others on a deep level, transcending the boundaries of self and other. One of the central teachings of Buddhism is the importance of overcoming selfishness and cultivating a spirit of generosity. The Buddha himself was a model of generosity, freely giving of his teachings, time, and resources to all who sought his guidance. He often emphasized the joy and liberation that comes from giving, stating, "Generosity brings happiness at every stage of its expression." We experience joy in forming the intention to be generous. Practicing generosity in Buddhism involves cultivating a generous mindset and actively seeking opportunities to give. This may involve acts of charity and philanthropy, such as donating to those in need or volunteering for charitable organizations. However, generosity is not limited to grand gestures. Even small acts of kindness and generosity can have a profound impact on others and bring joy to both the giver and receiver. Moreover, cultivating generosity in Buddhism involves overcoming the obstacles of attachment and selfishness. It requires letting go of the mindset of scarcity and recognizing the abundance that exists in the world. By cultivating a spirit of generosity, individuals can break free from the cycle of craving and dissatisfaction and experience a deep sense of fulfillment and contentment. One powerful practice for cultivating generosity in Buddhism is the practice of dana, or giving. Dana involves giving freely and generously to support spiritual teachings and the community. It is considered one of the fundamental virtues in Buddhism and is seen as a means of purifying the mind and cultivating wholesome qualities. Additionally, cultivating generosity in Buddhism involves practicing gratitude and appreciation for the generosity of others. By recognizing the kindness and generosity that we have received from others, we can cultivate a sense of humility and gratitude, which in turn motivates us to be more generous towards others. Cultivating generosity in Buddhism is about cultivating a heart of compassion and kindness towards all beings. It is a practice that not only benefits others, but also brings joy, fulfillment, and liberation to the giver. By cultivating generosity, individuals can develop positive qualities such as compassion, kindness, and joy, and contribute to creating a more compassionate and harmonious world. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is a fundamental practice in Buddhism, essential for personal growth, insight, and liberation from suffering. It involves looking at the heart of self-reflection in Buddhism is the recognition of the impermanent and interconnected nature of reality. By turning our attention inward and observing the ever-changing nature of our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, we come to realize the transient and conditioned nature of our existence. This insight helps to loosen the grip of attachment and aversion, leading to greater freedom and liberation from suffering. Self-reflection in Buddhism involves cultivating mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations without judgment. Through mindfulness, we can observe the fluctuations of our mind with clarity and objectivity, gaining insight into the causes and conditions that give rise to our thoughts and emotions. One of the key benefits of self-reflection in Buddhism is the cultivation of self-awareness. By observing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with mindfulness, we become more attuned to the patterns and tendencies of our mind. This heightened self-awareness allows us to recognize unwholesome habits and tendencies that may be causing suffering and to cultivate more positive qualities such as kindness, compassion, and wisdom. Self-reflection in Buddhism also involves examining our actions and intentions with honesty and integrity. This includes reflecting on the ethical implications of our actions and the consequences they have on ourselves and others. 15. Simple ideas inspired by Buddhism to enhance life and find happiness. 1. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness in Buddhism is more than just letting go of past grievances. It's a transformative act that frees us from suffering. The Buddha emphasized that holding on to anger harms us, not the offender. Through practices like forgiveness meditation, we can release negative emotions and foster inner peace and compassion. 2. Live with intention. Living with intention means aligning our actions with our deepest values and aspirations. By setting goals and practicing mindfulness, we can live purposefully, making choices that reflect what truly matters to us. This conscious living brings fulfillment and a deeper sense of meaning to our lives. 3. Cultivate generosity. Generosity in Buddhism extends beyond material giving to include our time, attention, and understanding. Acts of generosity foster positive qualities like compassion and joy. By giving selflessly, we open our hearts and connect deeply with others, creating a more compassionate world. 4. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is essential for personal growth and liberation from suffering. Through mindfulness and meditation, we gain insight into our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This self-awareness helps us recognize and transform unwholesome habits, leading to greater wisdom and peace. 5. Foster equanimity. Equanimity is the ability to remain balanced and undisturbed by life's fluctuations. By accepting the impermanent nature of reality and practicing mindfulness, we can maintain inner peace and respond to challenges with wisdom and compassion. This inner stability allows us to navigate life with grace and resilience. 6. Cultivate patience. Patience is the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of difficulties. Recognizing the impermanent nature of reality and the law of karma helps us cultivate patience. Through mindfulness and meditation, we can observe and let go of impatience and frustration, fostering inner peace and resilience. 7. Let go of ego. Letting go of ego involves recognizing the illusory nature of the self and the interconnectedness of all beings. By letting go of attachment to the self, we free ourselves from suffering and cultivate humility and compassion. Meditation helps us observe and detach from the ego's influence, leading to greater peace and liberation. 8. Embrace change. Embracing change means accepting the impermanent nature of all things. This acceptance allows us to adapt to life's challenges with ease and grace. By letting go of attachment to fixed outcomes and practicing mindfulness, we can find joy and contentment in the present moment, regardless of external circumstances. 9. Seek wisdom. Seeking wisdom involves a commitment to learning and self-inquiry. In Buddhism, wisdom is a deep understanding of the nature of reality and the causes of suffering and liberation. By studying the teachings of the Buddha and reflecting on our experiences, we can develop this profound insight. 11. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, we can observe the impermanent nature of our experiences and respond to life with greater wisdom and equanimity. This awareness brings clarity and peace to our lives. 12. Embrace simplicity. Embracing simplicity involves letting go of unnecessary desires and attachments. By simplifying our lives, we can focus on what truly matters and find contentment in the present moment. This simplicity fosters inner peace and a deeper appreciation for the richness of life. 13. Develop gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of appreciating the present moment and the blessings in our lives. By cultivating gratitude, we can find joy and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. Practices like gratitude journaling help us develop this positive quality, enhancing our overall well-being. 14. Foster a sense of interconnectedness. Recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings helps us cultivate compassion and empathy. By understanding that we are all part of a larger whole, we can break down the barriers of self and other and contribute to a more harmonious world. This sense of interconnectedness is central to Buddhist teachings. 15. Practice ethical living. Ethical living involves aligning our actions with our values and principles. In Buddhism, this means practicing right speech, right action, and right livelihood. By living ethically, we create positive karma and contribute to our own and others' well-being, fostering a life of integrity and harmony. By integrating these simple yet profound ideas inspired by Buddhism into our daily lives, we can enhance our well-being and find more happiness. These teachings offer timeless wisdom for navigating life's challenges and cultivating a life filled with peace, joy, and fulfillment. Cultivating equanimity in Buddhism. Equanimity in Buddhism is the ability to remain steady and undisturbed by external circumstances, whether pleasant or unpleasant. It is considered a key factor in achieving true happiness and liberation from suffering. At its core, equanimity is rooted in the understanding of impermanence and the ever-changing nature of reality. By recognizing that all phenomena are transient and subject to change, we understand that clinging to pleasant experiences or resisting unpleasant ones only leads to suffering. Equanimity involves accepting the flow of life with an open and balanced heart, without being swept away by the fluctuations of pleasure and pain. One of the key benefits of fostering equanimity in Buddhism is the cultivation of inner peace and stability. By developing equanimity, we can remain grounded and centered amidst life's turbulence, maintaining a sense of calm and clarity even in challenging situations. This inner peace allows us to respond to difficulties with wisdom and compassion, rather than reacting impulsively out of fear or aversion. Fostering equanimity in Buddhism involves cultivating mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. Through mindfulness, we can observe the arising and passing away of thoughts and emotions with clarity and objectivity without becoming entangled in them. This mindful awareness helps create space between stimulus and response, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom and skillfulness. Another important aspect of fostering equanimity in Buddhism is the cultivation of acceptance and non-attachment. Equanimity involves accepting things as they are, without grasping for what we desire or pushing away what we dislike. By letting go of attachment to outcomes and preferences, we can cultivate a sense of inner balance and peace. Equanimity is not about becoming indifferent or detached from life. Rather, it is about engaging with life from a place of balance and stability. By practicing equanimity, we can develop a heart that is open and responsive, yet steady and undisturbed by the changing tides of experience. This allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience, fostering a deeper sense of well-being and fulfillment. One powerful practice for fostering equanimity in Buddhism is meditation. Meditation provides a space for quiet contemplation and inner reflection, allowing us to cultivate a sense of calm and equanimity amidst life's challenges. Through regular meditation practice, we can train the mind to remain steady and balanced even in the face of adversity. Cultivating patience in Buddhism. Patience is a virtue highly esteemed in Buddhism, seen as an essential quality on the path to enlightenment and liberation from suffering. It is the ability to remain calm, composed and tolerant in the face of difficulties, delays or provocation, without becoming agitated or reactive. Cultivating patience in Buddhism is rooted in the understanding of impermanence and the law of karma. Buddhists believe that all things are transient and subject to change, and that every action has consequences. By recognizing the impermanent nature of reality and the interplay of causes and conditions, we can cultivate patience as we navigate life's inevitable challenges and setbacks. One of the key benefits of cultivating patience in Buddhism is the cultivation of inner peace and resilience. Patience allows us to remain steady and composed amidst life's ups and downs, maintaining a sense of calm and equanimity even in the face of adversity. This inner peace provides a solid foundation for responding to difficulties with wisdom and compassion rather than reacting impulsively out of frustration or anger. Cultivating patience in Buddhism involves cultivating mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. Through mindfulness, we can observe the arising and passing away of impatience and frustration with clarity and objectivity without becoming swept away by them. This mindful awareness helps create space between stimulus and response, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom and skillfulness. Another important aspect of cultivating patience in Buddhism is the cultivation of acceptance and non-attachment. Patience involves accepting things as they are, without clinging to desires or expectations for how things should be. By letting go of attachment to outcomes and preferences, we can free ourselves from the suffering caused by craving and aversion and find peace amidst life's uncertainties. Moreover, cultivating patience in Buddhism involves recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings and cultivating compassion for others. By recognizing that everyone is on their own journey, facing their own challenges and struggles, we can develop empathy and understanding for others, even when they may test our patience. This sense of interconnectedness helps dissolve the barriers of self and other, leading to greater harmony and compassion in our relationships. One powerful practice for cultivating patience in Buddhism is meditation. Meditation provides a space for quiet contemplation and inner reflection, allowing us to cultivate a sense of calm and patience amidst life's challenges. Through regular meditation practice, we can develop the skills of mindfulness and self-awareness, deepening our understanding of ourselves and the nature of reality. Letting go of ego in Buddhism. Letting go of ego is a central teaching in Buddhism, emphasizing the importance of transcending the illusion of a fixed and separate self. In Buddhism, the ego is viewed as the root cause of suffering, as it leads to attachment, aversion, and a distorted view of reality. Letting go of ego involves recognizing the impermanent and interconnected nature of all phenomena. The Buddha taught that the self is not a fixed and permanent entity, but rather a construct of the mind, devoid of inherent existence. By letting go of attachment to the self, we can free ourselves from the cycle of craving and aversion and experience true freedom and liberation. One of the key benefits of letting go of ego in Buddhism is the cultivation of humility and openness. The ego often leads to a sense of pride, arrogance, and self-importance, which creates barriers to genuine connection and understanding with others. By letting go of ego, we can cultivate a sense of humility and openness, allowing us to connect more deeply with others and see beyond the limitations of our own perspective. Letting go of ego in Buddhism also involves cultivating self-awareness and introspection. By examining our thoughts, feelings, and actions with mindfulness and honesty, we can become aware of the ways in which ego manifests in our lives. This self-awareness allows us to recognize the ego's influence and let go of its grip, leading to greater clarity and insight. Moreover, letting go of ego in Buddhism involves cultivating compassion and empathy for others. By recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings and the shared experience of suffering, we can develop empathy and understanding for others, even those who may. One powerful practice for letting go of ego in Buddhism is meditation. Meditation provides a space for quiet contemplation and inner reflection, allowing us to observe the movements of the mind with clarity and objectivity. Through meditation, we can cultivate a sense of detachment from the ego's influence, allowing us to experience a deeper sense of peace and liberation. Letting go of ego in Buddhism is a transformative practice that leads to greater freedom, compassion, and insight. By recognizing the impermanent and interconnected nature of all phenomena, we can let go of attachment to the self and experience true liberation from suffering. Through mindfulness, self-awareness, and compassion, we can cultivate a sense of humility and openness, allowing us to connect more deeply with others and live with greater wisdom and compassion. Embracing change in Buddhism. Embracing change is a fundamental teaching in Buddhism, reflecting the understanding of impermanence as a natural and inevitable aspect of life. In Buddhism, change is not something to be feared or resisted, but rather embraced as an opportunity for growth, transformation, and liberation from suffering. Embracing change involves recognizing the impermanent nature of all phenomena. The Buddha taught that everything in the world is subject to change, including our thoughts, emotions, bodies, and the world around us. By embracing change, we can cultivate a sense of acceptance and equanimity. One key benefit of embracing change in Buddhism is the development of resilience and adaptability. By accepting the impermanent nature of life, we can become more flexible and open to new experiences, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. This adaptability enables us to respond to changes with wisdom and compassion rather than with fear and resistance. Embracing change in Buddhism also involves letting go of attachment to fixed outcomes and expectations. By releasing our grip on how things should be, we can free ourselves from the suffering caused by clinging to desires and aversions. This acceptance allows us to experience life more fully, appreciating each moment as it is, rather than as we wish it to be. Moreover, embracing change in Buddhism fosters a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. By recognizing the transient nature of all things, we can learn to savor the richness of each experience, finding beauty and meaning in the impermanent world around us. This mindfulness and gratitude help us cultivate a deeper sense of peace and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. One powerful practice for embracing change in Buddhism is meditation. Meditation provides a space for quiet reflection and inner stillness, allowing us to cultivate a deeper awareness of the impermanent nature of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Through regular meditation practice, we can develop the skills of mindfulness and equanimity, helping us to embrace change with grace and wisdom. Embracing change in Buddhism is a transformative practice that leads to greater peace, resilience, and freedom. By recognizing the impermanent nature of all phenomena and letting go of attachment to fixed outcomes, we can navigate life's inevitable changes with acceptance and equanimity. Through mindfulness, gratitude, and adaptability, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace and contentment, allowing us to live more fully the importance of seeking wisdom in Buddhism. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. This statement highlights the significance of both external knowledge and self-awareness in the pursuit of wisdom. In Buddhism, seeking wisdom is pivotal for cultivating understanding and insight, enabling us to see beyond superficial appearances to discern deeper truths. By seeking wisdom, we gain insight into the causes of suffering and the path to liberation, leading to greater clarity, peace, and well-being. Cultivating an open and curious mind. In Buddhism, seeking wisdom involves maintaining an open and curious mind. The Buddha encouraged his followers to question, investigate, and deeply inquire into the nature of reality and Buddhist teachings. By approaching life with an open mind and a spirit of inquiry, we can uncover hidden truths and expand our understanding of the world. Through meditation, we develop the clarity of mind and depth of understanding necessary to see things as they truly are, fostering wisdom in our lives. A transformative practice. Seeking wisdom in Buddhism is a transformative practice that leads to greater understanding, insight, and liberation. By maintaining an open mind, studying the Buddha's teachings, and cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness through meditation, we can uncover hidden truths, transcend ignorance, and experience greater peace, clarity, and freedom. Practicing detachment. Detachment is a fundamental concept in Buddhism, involving letting go of attachment to desires, possessions, and outcomes. This practice helps cultivate a mindset of non-attachment, where one remains unaffected by external fluctuations, finding inner peace and freedom from suffering. Recognizing impermanence. Practicing detachment is rooted in recognizing the impermanent nature of all things. The Buddha taught that attachment to transient phenomena leads to suffering. By letting go of attachment and embracing impermanence, individuals can find liberation from suffering and experience greater peace and contentment. Cultivating inner peace and equanimity. Detachment allows individuals to release the grip of desire and aversion, freeing them from the emotional roller coaster of attachment to outcomes. Cultivating a mindset of non-attachment helps maintain steadiness and composure amidst life's challenges, fostering a deeper sense of calm and stability. Letting go of ego identification. Practicing detachment also involves letting go of identification with the ego. The belief in a fixed and separate self is seen as an illusion that leads to suffering. By relinquishing attachment to the ego and recognizing interconnectedness, individuals can transcend self-interest and experience a sense of oneness with the world. Mindfulness and awareness. Mindfulness is crucial in practicing detachment. It allows individuals to observe their inner workings with clarity and objectivity, recognizing patterns of attachment and craving that lead to suffering. Through mindfulness, one can develop the capacity to let go of attachment in the present moment and find peace and contentment. Meditation. Meditation is a powerful practice for cultivating detachment. It provides a space for quiet reflection and inner exploration, allowing individuals to observe the mind's fluctuations and develop detachment from thoughts and emotions. Regular meditation practice fosters greater clarity, insight, and equanimity, leading to a deeper understanding of attachment and the path to liberation. Embracing impermanence. Embracing impermanence is a core teaching in Buddhism, emphasizing the understanding that all things are subject to change. Recognizing impermanence can lead to greater wisdom, freedom, and appreciation for the present moment. Recognizing the nature of reality. At its core, embracing impermanence involves recognizing the ever-changing nature of reality. The Buddha taught that all phenomena are in a constant state of flux. By acknowledging and accepting impermanence, individuals can release attachment and aversion, finding greater peace and contentment. Cultivating resilience and adaptability. Embracing impermanence teaches that nothing lasts forever and that change is inherent in life. This understanding cultivates resilience and adaptability, enabling individuals to navigate life's ups and downs with ease and grace and adapt to changing circumstances with wisdom and equanimity. Letting go of fixed ideas. Embracing impermanence involves letting go of attachment to fixed ideas, expectations, and outcomes. The Buddha taught that attachment to the illusion of permanence leads to suffering. By embracing the flow of life, individuals experience greater freedom and liberation from suffering. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is essential in embracing impermanence. It allows individuals to become fully present and aware of the ever-changing nature of their thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Practicing mindfulness fosters a deep appreciation for each moment's richness and beauty, bringing joy and contentment. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful practice for embracing impermanence. Focusing attention on the breath, bodily sensations, or the present moment helps develop the capacity to let go of past regrets or future worries, finding peace and contentment in the here and now. Cultivating gratitude. Cultivating gratitude is a profound practice in Buddhism, promoting a mindset of appreciation and thankfulness for life's blessings. Gratitude is a transformative attitude that leads to greater happiness, contentment, and spiritual growth, recognizing abundance. At its core, cultivating gratitude involves recognizing the abundance of goodness in our lives. The Buddha taught that amidst life's challenges, there are countless reasons to be grateful. Shifting focus from what is lacking to what is present fosters greater joy and fulfillment. Cultivating inner peace and happiness. Gratitude arises from an open, kind, and appreciative heart, characterized by contentment and well-being. Cultivating gratitude brings joy and satisfaction in simple pleasures and develops a deep appreciation for each moment's richness and beauty. Letting go of comparison. Cultivating gratitude involves letting go of the tendency to compare oneself to others or dwell on past regrets or future worries. Comparison leads to envy and discontent, while dwelling on the past or future leads to suffering. By cultivating gratitude, individuals find peace and contentment in the present moment. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness allows individuals to become fully present and aware of the goodness that surrounds them. By practicing mindfulness, individuals develop a deep appreciation for each moment's richness and beauty, finding joy and contentment in simple pleasures. Gratitude meditation. Gratitude meditation is a powerful practice for cultivating gratitude. Reflecting on life's blessings and expressing thanks fosters a deep sense of appreciation for the abundance of goodness, leading to greater peace, happiness, and fulfillment. Conclusion. As we journey through life, the wisdom of Buddhist teachings offers invaluable guidance on navigating its complexities with grace and insight. Embracing impermanence, cultivating gratitude, and practicing mindfulness provide a roadmap to greater peace, happiness, and liberation from suffering. By integrating these teachings into our daily lives, we awaken to the profound beauty and richness of each moment and embark on a path of profound transformation and fulfillment. Embrace these teachings with an open heart and curious mind, for in doing so, we unlock the keys to a life of profound wisdom, compassion, and joy. Join our community of seekers committed to living with wisdom and fulfillment.